Hey guys, it's your average gamer here. What's up, everybody in the house? So let's talk about it. What's going on, guys? How's everybody's day went? We're approaching the end of the week. I have one more day to see Winter Soldier, so I'm excited. That's how I know when my week is going pretty good. When you're at the end of it, you can see the light at the tunnel. Know what I'm saying? So let me shout out to Camo, Bobby, MCAP. We got a full house here. Facilitator, Boston. Evil Genius is in the house as well. So thank you everybody for stopping by. So yeah, this tournament we got about a little bit of a day left. Oh, Super Tank, what up, bro? So yeah, we got a little bit of a day left. Let me pull this up here, share my screen so you can see it. You know what I mean nothing if I'm not sharing it, right? So this is where we stand so far. If I can show it on the screen. There, come on, why are you acting up today, baby? So yeah, I had to. The thing it was starting to get at me. Earth, what's good, brother? Thank you for joining us. So, yeah, we got a lot of participators in this one so far. We got 23. You know, we still got a day left, so anybody could jump in while we at it. But we see what's going on the top. I'm growing mine out. I'm too baby face. Nah, you see, so when it was growing out, the grays was coming in, and I was trying to avoid that. You know, this at least gives me a couple of years back. So yeah, like I said in the beginning before this tournament started, that this was going to be a lot closer of a tournament. And Wolfenos, he has only 63 million. We know Wolfenos normally triples everybody's score. He's only ahead of Hollywood Polo by 7 mil. So that's not bad. That's not bad at all. So Hollywood Polo is still has the ability to catch. he probably only plays once or twice. We already said that Wolfenos is not allowed to win this tournament this week. So though he's participating, he is truly the victor. But we'll let someone else get the trophy for King of the Hill. But he's still number one, right? And Polo's coming in with the heat. He said he got away from those Williams tables. He's bringing the heat right now. He is number 2. We got Facilitator Boston in the house. There's a big gap right there between 2 and 3. So isn't anybody can jump in ahead of him and steal that number 3 spot. But as of right now, he's number 3. And look at how tight it is between 3 and 4. It's not even a million. It's 200,000 of a difference between Boston and Skynet. It's on. It's on. Anti-Hero, he's not too far behind. New on the leaderboards, coming in with the number 5 spot. Balls slapping. he should get a placement and extra points just for the name. He's in number 6. I played him in another tournament with if I told you guys the one that retired rider throws, he was in there and he spanked me over there. He's at number 6. Expired, a newcomer on the table. He's taking a number 10. He said, I was lucky to make that 34 mil. Was playing for Bit tonight. Okay. Keon, he's in the top 10 with a number 8 spot. Ferb's number 9. Another newcomer. Skolax coming in with the 10th spot. Oh, look, we got Cons R Us in there with the 11th spot. Number 12 there with Meatball Saucy. We got Stardust at 13. Brad. I keep on wanting to read it like that, but it's not. He's at number 14. Evil Genius JDV at the 15th spot. Everybody's beating me, by the way. I haven't even said my score yet. Earth Monster is at number 16. Camo is at number 17. Despite the Beast is at number 18. Even Mad Dags is beating me. This is sad. This is sad. Mad Dags Gaming is beating me at number 19. 20 Silo. Retired Rider, the guy I was telling you about that has his tournament. You should look him up. If you're on At Games and goes to the At Games pinball page, he always throws a tournament on Mondays. It lasts for 3 days. So you want to join that. The more the merrier. Get your things up there. And I'm at 22. And the reason why I'm at 22, I played one time to put a score on the leaderboard. So don't you worry. I will not end that low of a score. I'm one ahead of the last though. Diamond Dog is at 23. We should end it. We shouldn't let anybody else join in because 23 is, my number for my boy MJ, right? So, but dad, I feel embarrassed putting that score up, and it is what it is. What am I gonna do? What am I gonna say? But the table's been kind of fun. Trying to work that chute on the left hand side. And let me just pull it up here so you can see it. What I'm referring to. That it would be good to get some visuals of what I'm explaining. I'm going to help you guys beat my score. That's sad. Why would I want to do that? Because it's fun. It's fun, and I'm telling you tips and tricks, and I'm the one with the second to last score, right? Isn't that depressing?
Just went and made a new.
So let me see if okay. I'm just gonna hold a piece right here, and then I'm gonna explain to you something. I mean, I'm sure the ones that have the real high scores already know that. Oh, thank you. Such a nice person. Shouldn't have did that. Okay, so I really wanted just to show you this right here, which is playing the New York Knicks of this story. Oh, Boston, bro. That is so not cool, bro. First of all, the New York Knicks is playing good this year, so I'll take that as a compliment. Mad Dad, what's good, bro? Thank you for joining. Okay, so right here, Camo, that's what I was going to tell you. If you hit this shoot 3 times, right, that will get you to start the film order or whatnot and get you into the story. The first one is the Raptors, and you got to figure out which one you feed to, I guess, defeat that little scene there. So, just a tip there. I will say again, This table plays more like pinball than any of the marble tables, easily. But I mean, there's not a lot to do on this table. There's a couple of loops and pretty much it. you know. So I just wanted to bring that up for y'all and show y'all the shoot there. So now, since you guys, I guess not, maybe you're not officially aficionados of pinball. Maybe you just came to the tournament to kind of get, feel for it and just have fun and camaraderie and help build a community. Maybe you're a pinhead. So I'm assuming it's going to be every Tuesday. I think it's monthly. I want to say it's monthly. Zen Studios does a stream on YouTube, and they kind of gives us some information of the company. They usually give out information of upcoming tables, things that they're going to be doing, and things of that nature. And then they usually do an interview. Well, they just had a show today that was, and that show they talked about their new platform that they're going over to, which is called Pinball FX. They're getting rid of the number scheme. They said that this is probably like the main one, the one that lasts. So they don't want to mix it up with saying Pinball FX4 or going through that number scheme. It's just Pinball FX. So they kind of gave us some information, and I wanted to share with you guys if you haven't already heard. So Pinball FX is the new platform, and they haven't given a concrete date, but it's going to probably be around the April timeframe when those new tables come out. And as Earth just said in the comments, things are changing. So for this first year, they are not going to be with Steam. It's going to be under Epic. And Epic has been snatching IPs and things like that up by offering them more money. So let's say Steam and FX, they do a 60-40 split. Well, Epic is saying, we'll do you better. We'll give you 70% of the profit, and you just give us 30. Right? Skynet, what up, bro? You're in the top 5. So that's a big deal because not everybody uses Epic, so Epic knows that. So Epic's stepping their game up by offering these publishers more money to get their product. So it's going to be exclusively on Epic for the first year. You won't be able to get on Steam till the following year. That's big, but that's not the worst thing. So the worst thing is that the games that we have currently on Steam, they will not transfer over to Pinball FX. The reason behind that is that Zen Studios using the Unreal Engine for this new platform. So it's going to be cool. The physics is going to be awesome. Things are going to be changing. Right now, all the tables that they currently have, whether it's the Marvel, whether it's the Star Wars, those tables that have some of that wonky physics, the arcade physics, they're going to be able to move them over to William physics, which they now are calling professional physics or real life physics. So you're going to get a new gameplay. It's going to be a new table. So it takes a lot of work to put that in. And they can't switch that from you bringing your FX3 tables over. So there's that. So the good thing is that your tables with Pinball FX and your FX3 is still going to be supported. So you'll still be able to play on Steam, still be able to participate in tournaments, leaderboards, things like that. The only thing is that going forward, the new games that they're going to be coming out, they're only going to be coming out on Pinball FX. They're not going to do both at the same time. They just don't have the ability to do that. So there's that. And those new features that I said, the real physics, they're not going to be coming. You're not going to have those features in there. And MCAP just mentioned it. All the tables will be coming over, except for, as of right now, Portal and The Walking Dead. Those two tables are only to be left on FX3. They didn't, as of right now, they haven't renewed the contract, and things are always changing. They sound like they have some new IPs coming out, and that's why they went with Epic, because they said they had leverage to help them get licenses that they weren't able to get while they were with Steam. How true is that? I don't know. But damn. So also he had mentioned that with this thing that they're going to be leveraging, giving hefty discounts for bundles, because they know the pain that we're in, because we purchase all these games on FX3. They're not going to be able to come over, so they're probably going to give us a hefty discount. I wish that they would just allow us to port them over, kind of like, let's say you bought Miles Morales on the PS4. The PS5 just came out. They allow you to switch, just a free upgrade. There were some games that you purchased and it only cost $10 to do it. This is true. How would they transfer over? I don't know if they would transfer over, but like, if you can provide proof that you purchased them, they should give you a redemption code or something of that nature. Again, you made that purchase to Zen Studios. They should, somehow make it right. That's what I'm saying. And that was a question that I had, like, if you say, you know what, I need this pinball ASAP, and you buy it on Epic when it comes out, does that mean that you can only play it through Epic? So when they switch over to Steam, or they're now in both places, you can only play on Epic. You cannot play on Steam, because that would lead me to say, you know what, I'm just not going to make a purchase until it comes over to Steam, and that kind of sucks. Good night, Boston. Thank you for stopping by, buddy. I appreciate it. %99 of my PC gaming is on sale. Yeah. So that's why I'm like, I guess I'll just wait. For that year until it comes out to Steam, which is frustrating because I would love to play the new tables, and I would love to experience the new physics on the older tables, but I'm not gonna purchase them temporarily and then have to repurchase them again if I want to go to my Epic library. Because what if it's kind of like you have Xbox and have a PS and PlayStation. You know that Xbox has a way better experience in terms of online gameplay. You want to play your online games on the Xbox, and probably the similar thing with Steam. You want to play your online PC gaming with Steam because the community is so big. Zen Studio is getting a bigger cut of the pie. They know that we are addicted to the Zen Studio pinball games, and that chances are we're going to go follow them. At least a majority of their base. So there's going to be a lot of purchases made. So they're going to get a bigger slice of the pie. They don't have to share so much as they have to do with Steam. So that's the benefit for them. So it's just a year. Hollywood told me it wasn't. No, I think it's just a year from the information that Mel said on the stream. He said it was just for a year. What up, Brad? So yeah, it looks like it's gonna that's I think that's gonna be pretty rough for people. I mean, maybe they maybe they just they're cool with it and they say, you know what, we may lose some customers, but we're gonna get a bigger slice of the pie, and maybe it's worth it for that. It may be. I just don't. I don't see it looking so well for them, and people are already upset about the whole situation, feeling like you're double dipping because I bought, and if you've been with them since 2007, I bought on FX, I bought FX2, I bought an FX3. I'm still buying games. Like maybe I bought a game last week. Maybe they should say like if you bought a game recently, like within the last calendar year, right? That your game should automatically transfer over. You should be able to get a redemption code to download those games onto your system. You know? And again and again. And then like, oh, if you have a platform like I got Star Wars on my Nintendo Switch. I have it on my PC. I'm gonna have to buy it again for another thing. No, man, that's not right. That's not right. I could understand if it was, or like Mike had said, maybe give us a upgrade fee, a one-time upgrade fee. Like these are your games. You want to have them on the new platform. Give us a fee of XYZ, and that's that. And on top of that, he was very like vague when the question came up about cabinet mode. So a lot of people are taking advantage of cabinet mode. DIY projects, us with the legends, people with their arcade one-ups. A lot of people are taking advantage of it, and I just hope that they don't do a pinball arcade and try to hit us with a heavy fee to put ourselves in cabinet mode. That would be the straw that breaks the camel's back. I think the community would just pounce on them for that. I really hope that doesn't happen. Yep. See, Earth is following the sentiment. If that, I would be like, that's just much. That's just too much. That would be it. I'm new to Pinball FX3, so I can wait a year. Right? Like you can wait a year, and the thing is, they're playing a a iffy role because it's not like there's not competition. You still have Zakaria tables. You still have arcade, pinball arcade. You have the VPX. Yeah, Future Pinball. So you have things that can tie you over. There's thousands and thousands of games that you can play um, to hold you over. And on top of that, you can still use your Pinball FX3. So they may shoot themselves in the foot. Of course, you have those people that just need to have it right then and there. They don't like waiting, so they're going to have those people in the basket. But I don't think everybody's going to join ship. Man, I got in here. What's going on? We're talking about Zen Studios announcements that they've made today on their live stream of switching over to their new platform and how those games are not switching over. Mike, that's what we're talking about right now. I want to sell you. Arcade went up. I want to sell you 10 games. This is true. So, did anybody jump on the cabinets that they were selling at Aldi's? No, Ollie. I think it's Ollie Bargains. Not every place has one of those. It's really on the East Coast, and you know what, 130 for the Atari ones. I think that's a great deal. And I'm a sucker. I didn't go get it. So kind of sucks for me. Yeah, Mike, that's what's going on. But I'll rehash it in a bit. Yo, are you serious, Skynet? They had the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles for $130. Now that's a Gen 3. That's a pretty awesome deal if that was there, bro. Man. Since I never watched the Zen show yet, but they said a while back that FX would entirely new platform, so they assume by me that none of the tables. Yeah, that was the assumption, but to hear it from his mouth, it made it a reality. And I didn't think that they were gonna make first. I think the combination of those things not switching over, that already gives a bad taste. But going over to Epic is probably even worse. I think that's more of a blow. Going over to Epic and having to wait till it comes back to Steam for a lot of people, it's probably the worse off. He said it was a palette of Asteroid One and one teamed. Yeah, to have the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles for $130, I'd have jumped on that with the quickness. And unless I don't know, like in some stores, I know like when I worked at Best Buy many moons ago, we used when certain products came in and it was a good sale, that we would have those in the back for later. Like, oh no, it hasn't reached out on the ground. But as soon as those doors close, all the employees would go shopping. Fire sale. Yeah, you got to remember that these stores, these companies, these stores are gonna have they're limited space. So whatever they have and it hasn't moved, they got to get it out. So they rather sell it almost at a loss than for it to stay in their stores and keep up holding space. Ollie buys a lot of closeout stuff. I remember when Toys R Us and Babies R Us and that whole conglomerate closed down, they bought up all their stuff. So you would see tons of the toys from Toys R Us still have Toys R Us stickers on it, and they were selling it, and so they do that. So not that Arcade One Up closed down, but they whatever places that still have some Gen Ones, it's probably in in places in more rural areas that people the population is not so dense, so they didn't sell out, and they have to get those items out their doors to make room for new items. So yeah. So I mean, I think that's a pretty damn good deal, man. So guys, I bought. I'm a sucker, and I did it for the community. I did it for the channel. I did it for you guys. I got the Atari giant joystick, and that should be in tomorrow. So I'm definitely going to do a review, maybe even a live stream of some gameplay of it, so you guys can see what the sucker that I am bought that for probably no reason. Um, I found it for the. I found that out of all the big joysticks, that was the most appealing one, rather other than the Mickey Mouse one for the kids. I'm loving my Legends Gamer Pro for homemade V pin. Looking at a 34-inch curve to get that Vegas feel. Okay, all right. Uh, 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 um, I'm digging what you're putting down, brother. Hey, my boy, Hollywood Polo in the house. Welcome, sir. What is this? Usually, do you think that the Pinball FX3 is a train wreck today? I, you know, it had some good points. The good point is that all the tables will get the professional physics, the real world physics, Williams physics, whatever you want to call it. I think that was awesome. That's what everybody wants, I think. And you still have the ability to play in the arcade mode with the Switch, so that's cool. But I think a big miss. The biggest miss was going over to Epic. You know, having to repay for the tables. I think that was expected. It still sucks, but I think it was expected. We could swallow that. But having to wait to switch over back to Steam for a lot of people, because the majority of people's PC gaming library is probably on Steam. Anybody who has an Epic account more than likely was because they wanted to get some of those free games that they were offering. I don't see too many people buying massive amounts of games for Epic. I just don't see it. So I think that was probably the biggest blunder on their part. I wonder how much this is going to affect them. I mean, they have smart people over there, so they probably factor in some numbers. Is it 10%? Is it 20%? What's the number? Who knows? But I just don't think. I think it's gonna be weird. Let's see what my man says. We need important to pull the FX library, FX3 in one launcher. I mean, I can make that suggestion to them. We need to pull the FX library and FX3 in one launcher. I don't know if they can do that per se, because it's like they can't make FX2 and FX3 be one launcher because they have their own executable files. So I know he can add it to Pinball FX, and and it does what it does. But I don't think that it can be in one. Yep. Did you see where I'm at, Hollywood Polo? I'm at the bottom of the barrel. I'm scraping the bottom. But don't worry, that was my first gameplay. I did that to get on the board to start the tournament. I will not end there because we still have one more day. So I will be committed. Committed. You're not dead last. Diamond Dog is dead last, and I'm one above him. So 22, 23. Yeah. I think Rexer's gonna end in the top five. I think he's gonna try to redeem himself and do good. I have a strong feeling. And then Mr. Wolfenose has to rub it in. Sup, losers? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Listen, Wolfenose, you normally triple or quadruple our scores, and you only up by like 7 million over Hollywood Polo. So watch out. I think Polo got something up his sleeves for you. Then I told you I hate these games. I know. That's why I had to throw that curveball in there, give everybody a chance to redeem themselves. These are the arcade games play differently. You can't account for crazy physics. It's there's a difference. There's some randomness to it, whereas the real physics you can kind of predict where the ball's gonna land and play it, and it's more about a reflex. So it gives us suckers like me a better chance. Hollywood too busy getting Sam stuff up. Mm-hmm. Ah, let's see. Well, if we're gonna need a drug test or at least a live stream so we can see these superhuman skills. So Skynet is saying that you're using enhancement drugs. You're dope and you're doing a Barry Bonds up in here. We we have to do live testing. Ah, this is too funny. This is too funny. Brad agrees with me. That's hilarious. No, so let's see his response. Let me see. Yeah, only drugs I'm on is coffee. Man, or maybe we need you to not drink any coffee. Maybe that. Maybe that. Wolfeno's got a crack set up. Listen, yo, which creamer? And it wouldn't be Hollywood Polo if he didn't ask this question. He said, "Which creamer do you use?" I see Wolfenos as a spicy pumpkin. You know, I was on drugs and didn't help. and there you go. Ah, guys, man, you guys are my remedy. If I had a bad day or hard week, live stream and get these jokes. You guys make me laugh. I appreciate it. As this is, um, therapeutic, as they would say. Michael's secret stuff. He said UAG French vanilla. Listen, I would be corny and say I drink it black, but I can't. I couldn't even lie and tell you that. But I just use half and half, baby. I could whine about it, and then there's oh, guys, man. I'm new to the channel, but you seem like a cool people. Man, we're all here just jokes, talk about, stuff, pinball, and everything in between. Like last one we was up knee deep into some superhero movies. To be honest with you. Yes. A lot of people on the Discord channel joins, and I love it. I love the community that we've been building here. Is pretty awesome, and couldn't do it without you guys. Look, so not sponsored by them, but I love me some Diet Pepsi. I got on my Super Mario Bros. I love black coffee, and that's one. I know Starbucks burnt better. Starbucks is burnt better coffee. So what's funny? I'm a plethora of useless information. So, there was a survey that McDonald's coffee beat out Starbucks in a taste choice. That's crazy. And that's about 10, a $5 difference for coffee. I'm out, man. You guys take care. Thank you for stopping by, Mad Dads. Mad Dads goes to sleep very early. He's an old guy. When you're that age, you sleep a lot. There goes everybody saying peace out to my boy. Peace out, buddy. So, yeah. No, so, UAG all night. Yes, we're going to be all-nighters today. I don't know what that's in reference to. Must not have had must not have had my local McDonald's. No, I mean, not everybody's McDonald's be refreshing in that coffee. Sometimes it looks like mud. It just is still. So yeah, no. Now you can get McDonald's coffee for your home. McCafe. My boys in the house. UGC TV 1. What's good? If anybody's in New York right now in the stream, definitely put a 1 up in the channel. I'm trying to do a little survey here for my boy here, UAG, UGC TV. What is this? Have you tried the Wendy's breakfast sandwich? It looks so dope. I have had one, a surprise one. It was not bad. I cannot tell a lie. Hollywood Polo, you are not in New York, brother. I asked for someone who is a New Yorker. I asked for someone who's a New Yorker, buddy. That's what I asked. So let's pull up. Let me let's pull this up real quick. Dutch Bros are good. I'm from Baltimore, but trying to rep Baltimore on the other side of the country is hard. Oh, so are you in where are you at now? Anti-hero, are you in somewhere in Europe, I'm assuming? Keon is, yes, he is. But um, I still haven't tried the French dip. Their Hollywood Polo, Washington. So yeah, I'm a transport as well. I am a New Yorker living in Charlotte, North Carolina. You know, it took a while to adjust, but I am happy here. The only thing that I miss from New York is the food. I miss me a slice of New York, like a New York slice of pizza. The only way pizza should be. If Mike is in the chat, he might say something blasphemous like deep dish. Nobody likes deep dish pizza. There, see, there goes Mike. Yeah, nature. Woo! Keon in the house. NYC is in the house. What's good there, Keon? So, Mike, you didn't tell me. Is deep? Do you consider deep dish pizza the best pizza, or do you even consider that pizza? Because that's more like a I don't even know what you would say, like a piece of cake, like pizza cake. My Brad, you haven't had like certain pizza is like bubble gum, like you just keep on chewing. Pizza should not be so chewing. Deep dish is good every now and then. I agree, every now and then, but it's New York City pizza is where it's at, especially if you get a slice of pizza from a brick oven pizza where the it's crispy. Oh man, it's like heaven. It's like heaven, baby. See, and you don't know pizza. You don't know you don't know pizza until like when you're grabbing the slice of pizza like this, and then the oil starts dripping down your arm. Oh, that's when you have pizza. That's when you have pizza. And so when you're in New York, right, and you're at a restaurant, and you're at like a pizzeria, and someone asks for a fork and knife, you automatically know that they're not from New York. That's a dead giveaway. You might as well have a fanny pack. Yes, you have a heart attack with that, but that's the best heart attack you'll ever get. That will be the best heart attack you ever get. He's missing home pizza in Ocean City. I feel you, man. No, that's like the biggest thing, like food wise. That's one thing about when they say New York City and never sleeps. It could be 2 o'clock in the morning. You can still find a place. If you're well, now things have changed, but before the world was ending and we was in regular circumstances, it could be 2 o'clock in the morning. You wanted to go get yourself a slice of pizza, or you wanted some, ethnic food like halal food. You get that. There was so many things. New York is the original pizza roll. You roll it up and keep that oil concentrated. Brad, when I come see you, if you have a fanny pack, you're done, bro. D Love is in the house? Let me see. Yeah. D Love, don't make excuses, bro. I need you to be in this tournament. I expect to see you put up a decent score, because I really don't play the tournament as a whole. I try to beat you. Keon, have you ever went to, I think it's 52nd and 3rd, and had halal from those trucks there? Dude, so if you ever had halal food, right? You know, it's a street card food. It's really good. But in New York, there's a famous one. They do, like, I mean, it's so famous that they sell T-shirts, they sell memorabilia, and the line, you would think that you were trying to get into a club. The line is just to get the food. The line is just to get the food, and the line goes up a New York City block. If you know what a New York City block is, that's you might as well walk a mile. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. So those are the things I miss. Like here in Charlotte, bars close at 2 o'clock. Food places basically close at 10. Maybe there's a couple places that are 11. But it's a different world. It's a different world here, bro. It's a different world. I'm pulling up the leaderboard. Mike, you know how long I haven't had White Castle, bro? Oh man. Even though those kill you, the murder burgers. But man, don't I miss it. I miss it. Though it kills you slowly, I do miss it. But you have to be intoxicated to really enjoy it. This is true. Evil. Evil, what's good, buddy? Evil, you never informed us of what happened with the River. Yes, it is. It is the shit burger. But at the time when you're drunk, it's so good. Evil, you never told us what happened with the cab. Did that update fix everything? Were you able to get the update on it? Mike in the chat was the one that helped me give you the firmware, but yeah, like you mentioned, you already spoke to some of the someone over there in Ad Games, and they gave you the most current one. So I wanted to know if that worked out. Carolina Beach is awesome. This is true, but um, the Charlotte area has changed. In Charlotte, it's very youthful right now. It's growing. It's a growing place. There's so many New Yorkers here. It's basically like mini New York. Yes, you're in 6. Keon came. That's why he came on the on here. That's why Keon came on here. He wanted to lay down the pipe. He said, "I'm coming for the #1 spot." Oh, Wolf, he called you out, bro. Wolfie boy, Wolfie's calling you out, man. He said he ain't. What up, though? No BS. I'm playing just before. I know. I saw your icon popped up while I was on here. The love, man. You gotta get up in here, bro. You love my brother from another mother. You know that. So yeah, I'm holding it down at the bottom here with the 9 million. Don't watch when I shoot up the leaderboards. It's Keon, that's not bad. Look at the space between first and second. If you could get the second, you could get the first, bro. It's only a 7 million score. It's only a 7 million score. There's only a 7 million score, buddy. I expect better from you. Unfortunately, it's not free. River, River is not free. But it is a very affordable. It is at the low price of $9.99, and you get 3 tables. So let's see. It says I played on the closure. I put some exciters on. It feels like a dream. I owe Detroit Love one. There you go, man. Detroit Love inspiring the community to make modifications to their toy shop. Um, Detroit Love has probably inspired a lot of people to do a lot of different things. He's inspired me to was one of my inspirations to try to make my own cabinet, which like I told you guys, the wood came, so that's going to be starting soon. Soon to be useless because I want to rebuy all these tables. So I'm assuming that you did the upgrade, so that's cool. That's cool there, evil genius, man. Appreciate that. Yeah, so let's see. Zeros has a nice empty pinball cab, cheap, like $2.99. Well, the one that I got was from Virtual Pin. It's the 43-inch one. So and a large back box for like a 32-inch. So mine was a pretty penny. It came up to I think it was like $4.29. That was with shipping and everything. So it's going to be exciting. I can't wait to start the process, and I will be doing videos about it. If you guys want to follow along and see if it's something that you want to do. Just so River asked the question. Here's a question for you. What's theme? So yeah. Yes, Brad, I am making a V-Pen 43-inch 4K baby. Oh damn, you ordered. Yes. What it says. On the Friends tab, you can see a figure person waving his hand. Yep. Brad, 4K. The beautiful thing about getting, I'm getting the Legends pinball is that I got it. I won't have to rush. It'll be up. It'll be working. I can play them out of the other tables because I'll hook up my PC to it, and I can take my time with my 4K build. I don't know if I'm going to do solenoids. I think I'm just going to be doing just surround sound feedback because do I want to get that in depth with jumping in? I don't know. Let's see here. I said I have a request, so let's see. Let's see. That's not it. So I will launch it and accept the request right on that. Set the magic word free. There's a lot of games for free. If River, if you get Pinball FX Pinball FX itself is free. You have to pay for the tables. So there are a couple of tables on there that's free. It's great and 5 minutes away. I wish that there was a Micro Center near me, man. The closest one to me is in Georgia, and it's 3 hours away. So don't rub it in there, okay? Don't rub it in that everything is close to you because you're in New York. But I would guess at least 20. Yeah, I'm gonna try to get a 3070, but you know, with the way the world is working, that's gonna be hard. So that's probably one of my biggest limitations for me. I'm just gonna wait and see when I can catch one. Yo, that forget Pinball FX3 is awesome, but if you see some of these VPX tables in 4K, you would literally think that you're seeing a real pinball table. So let's see. Accept, you're on the list, buddy. So I just accepted him. So there's that. Yeah, there are not closing micro centers. There are not closer micro centers. There's way packed. We have 2 and 11. That's the closest. That's the closest to me, Mike. Because when Keto Dakin, I think that's Keto Dakin. I think that's how you pronounce his name. He put on that 32 inch arcade set cabinet that they had to set, and I was gonna grab one, and I just couldn't see myself driving 3 hours. I want it, but I don't want it that bad. So I mean, the good thing was like all the things that it had. Like Micro Center is really cool because you get the product right there. However, a lot of the things like GPUs, CPUs, and any of the arcade cabinet stuff, they don't ship. A lot of the things that you really want to get, because you're like, oh, let me get that before it sells out, you have to go in store. And the reason why they do that in store stuff, because once you're in that store, you're gonna buy other shit. It's just the way it is. You know, it's just the way it is. It's just the way it is. I gotta check that out. Both of the micro centers are always stocked and are so busy. And that's because it's, I think it's the, you know, other than going back up the coast, you know, that's the nearest one for a couple of states. You got people from South Carolina, North Carolina, and then Georgia in itself is there. They're always packed. I'll be honest with you, I've never been into a micro center. I've always seen the videos, and you know, I always wanted to go. And I guess maybe one day. Oh man, Mike. See, that's the beautiful thing about the community. Thanks, Mike. Appreciate it, bro. So, yeah, man. I don't know, bro. I don't know. Right, because they're so far away from everybody. You're going to buy everything you want to get in, so you don't have to come all the way back. Right? That's the thing. You know, the power of impulse buying. Once you're in there, they know that they got you. They have some really good deals. You know, they'll put certain items that are on sale, and the items that you need right next to it, which are not on sale, you're gonna grab those. So it's all about strategy, a great strategy for them. And they're one of the few stores that you can go to and get something that you need that day. You don't have to wait the next day for Amazon to drop it off. Even though some items they do 2 hour delivery, but most of them is 1 to 2 days. And these kind of stores are dying out. I mean, you do have your Best Buy, but when you go to Best Buy, how many times have you been into a Best Buy and the person doesn't even know doesn't even know what they're selling? My man just gave me a message here, so let's see. Keon wrote me something. It's probably some. Let's see. Let's see. All right. So let me show you what Keon's been working on because it's pretty awesome. This is his modification to the black back glass. Dude, I can't speak. The back glass he did for his toy shock. Keon, is that a what is that, a 19 or a 20 inch in the back glass? Let us know what size screen is that. I can see it's a Dell. It looks like it's a maybe a 19 inch, but I'm not sure. There you go, 19 inch Dell. D Love recommended. D Love always holding us down, buddy. Thank you. That thing looks sharp. So this is him. He got it up in there now. Look at that. Woo! But yeah, it took a little bit of work, but it was worth it. Look at that bed. Look at that baby. That thing looks sharp. Then look at it in all its glory. So, Keon, did you keep the stock monitor for the playfield? Is that the same playfield? Oh man, Skynet, beautiful. Thanks. Yeah. Okay, so I I wonder how big of a screen you could put in there. You probably could put a 27 inch. The only thing I disliked about that was the bezel. That bezel is thick, but you know what you should do? Kind of like what Detroit Love did was make that bezel black. If you made that bezel black, it would give it a slimming look, and the bezel wouldn't look so big. It kind of stands out with the gray. Go see. Hello, sir. Welcome to the stream, baby. Man, but that thing looks awesome. We got another picture here. So, did you get the code? What, today or yesterday? When did you get the code? Oh, and now It looks sharp. You can't even see the bezel on the monitor in the back now. So that looks sharp. And then he has the sound bar on the top. He got a Jurassic Park little dinosaur on there on the top there. Oh man, that looks good. The code came Monday. I told you those boys are fast there. You send them their information, and some people say that it drops through the crack, and they've been waiting for weeks. I don't know. I put in mine on a Monday. I got it on a Tuesday. Those boys were fast, and when I say fast, it wasn't even a full 24 hours. We'll get into that in a moment. Hollywood Polo, that deserves its own segment. So we will discuss that. He said he got a real dragon. Okay. See, I'm a vajayjay, and those kind of pets would cause me to have a heart attack if I see one not in his cage. I'll be wondering where that lizard. You know what I'm saying? So I just sent a couple of pictures of 2 TVs on the ground like 6 months ago. Got my code after a couple of days. You sent it 6 months ago and you just got it a couple of days? Wow. Oh, there he goes. See? I would freak out. If I looked at that cage and it was not there, I would probably pass out. And see, so Antisocial is telling, like what I said, I see a couple of people going through this. He said he submitted 2 TVs pictures that was laying on the ground, because that's what basically all they care about. And told him 6 months later, that's when he got the code a couple of days ago. That's crazy. So yeah, I would freak out. Oh, definitely. See, nope, no, sir. Mm-mm. And look at Camo. I got mine in 3 hours. So I don't know if there's any rhyme or reason to it. It's like this. You know, it really depends on if you got the employee of the month, he's gonna put it in 3 hours. If you got someone who really is hanging on a thread, or probably a temp, he probably put it in his thing, a reminder. He forgot. He's like, oh, this is 6 months late, and then he sent it to Anti-Hero. Oh man, this thing is hilarious. So yeah, he said I got 2 of them, my new pets. Nah, buddy, you trying to instill fear in me. He said, Jeremy, welcome to the thing. He said he took him 5 days, so it varies. For the most part, it seems like they're real fast. I'll give them that. Man, I was telling people a long time ago to send it in for their codes, and no one listened. Dude, like that. All I did was the computer monitors I have right now. Put one of those bitch in portrait. The other one was sitting like that, and boom. They got me pretty fast. So I got all type of pets, man. Check my YouTube one day. Brother, I will check, but just realize that if the animals are gonna freak me out, I'm gonna look real fast and they keep it moving, because which is odd, I don't know. Yeah, that thing scares me, bro. Okay, boom, Snyder Cut. We're talking about that right now, right? So I'm gonna give you my thoughts, and then we'll jump into it. 4 hours is long. It's very long. Did he need to add all 4 hours? I think it probably would have did it justice if it was 3 hours. Right? Some of it was blah blah. I love that he took out some of the foolishness that was in the movie, like the whole mustache thing. He cut that out. The whole sitting on the car with the lasso, the Aquaman. I love that he took that shit out because that was stupid. I like that he came in with the black Superman outfit. That was awesome. Pay homage to the comics. Served a purpose. As in the comics, it was to recharge him faster. He just came back. The fight scene with Superman, and I think that was even better. That was probably one of the best parts. I think now, and sorry, I'll come back to you guys' comments. Don't think I'm not paying attention. But the scene with Barry Allen saving Irene West, why wasn't that in the movie? That's probably, to me, was the best part of the movie. It was a lot of action. There was a lot of heart. It was character that we did not get to see. Why wouldn't you not put that into the movie? Like that I was like, I had a question like, did they shoot that and it just and Josh Whedon just cut it out, or they did not shoot it yet? Like I just that I'm flabbergasted that they did not have that in the movie, because that truly showed the heart of the character and his abilities and whatnot. Yes, it was. It was a bit. I'm just looking at Anti-Social Hero's comment. It was a bit creepy. It was a creep move. And then this dude's grabbing hot dogs out the air. Like he looked kind of like a creep. Little perverted. I found that hilarious. But that was a bit of humor, but not so much like it wasn't like the whole lasso thing. I felt that was DC trying to be too much like Marvel. I think that was a stretch. Like, dude, you're not Marvel, you're DC. Be DC. I think that whole the Flash scene, though it was humorous, it wasn't too much. It wasn't to the extreme like, dude, you guys are just trying to be Marvel. That's how I felt. So, I just found that interesting. So, to me, I liked the original Justice League, not to the point where I wanted to see it again, and not where I say it was a great movie. It was a decent movie. This movie, I think it really did. I really think that this one did great, justice to it. I say I would give it probably an 7.5 to an 8 out of 10. A little too long, but I think he did well with developing the characters, because that was the issue. You had a movie that some of these characters were never on, but a cameo before and very minuscule. Why are these characters doing what they're doing? What purpose do they serve? Why are they motivated? And my man Zach did that in this film. And then the end scene was awesome. So I'm assuming that that was an alternate universe and kind of shows what happens with probably, the paradox in Flash movie, the new Flash movie coming out. See what he says? It was nice to see how Mara knew who Aquaman was. Sorry, was needed. They needed to be fleshed out. Yes, indeed. The Joker. Yep, that Joker was bad. I think then I like this rendition of the Joker. The other one was kind of a clown, literally. A thug. And that at least a few years away was a plot hole from 1984. So, I enjoyed the film. A little long, but it did keep me glued to the screen to wanting to know what happened. I love Steppenwolf's new redesign because his original design was trash. And then Superman came in and said he was badass. Like, I am not impressed. Crack that shit. Get that shit out of my face. Superman was badass. First of all, he's the granddaddy of superheroes, the grand poobah, and he had to come in there and show who I'm the boss. Like, the reason why Earth hasn't been invaded is because Superman was there protecting Earth. So there's that. Superman don't play. That's right. So what do you guys thought about the Superman? Says I like all the badges on Joker's vest. Tells the visual story that he killed a lot of people with badges. So do you think he was alluding to the death of Robin? Which doesn't make sense to me because we see the death of Robin in this one world, and then this is an alternate world. So I'm guessing the similar thing has happened. I would have liked them to stay in the world that they were in, but yeah, when he took off that horn, bro. Oh my God, I'm on cloud 9. Okay, he definitely was. Yep. And how do you not have that character in the original movie? Like, one would think that Josh was trying to sabotage this film. It just felt, I don't know. It just felt like an incomplete movie. Now when you see this, you see how incomplete the original Justice League was. Like, you may not have agreed with Zack Snyder's rendition of this movie, but you took over his work. Why don't you just finish the job and stop trying to make it your own? You made it your own so much that you just ruined the movie, and it felt like a Frankenstein film. Like, totally you just mashed it up together and said, yeah, this should work. And to me, it didn't. Disjointed is the best word for it. So, what do you guys think? If you enjoyed the film, put a 1 in the chat. If you said if you didn't like the film, put a 2 in the chat. Let's see where you stand. 1 or 2. Got a 1 from Brad there. So Camo gives a 1. What? I know this guy's like a 7. That's fair. I was given, but out of a 1, so that's more. You more liked it than you disliked it. I said about the same score, about a 7.5 or 8 out of 10. So me and you are going, on the same wavelength. Bobby, I haven't seen it, but I like it. That's so Bobby. That's so Bobby. Irv gave it a 1. So there. Moving right along. I don't know if you guys are under a rock or just don't care. Because I was the person who just didn't care. I didn't care about anything that CW put out. I'll be honest with you. I felt like that was, no, whatever. I don't deal with the CW. And the reason why I say that is because so many times I've given CW a chance and they always mess it up. For the most part, CW's rendition of Superman has been bad. Before this new show, they treated Superman as a bum. Superwoman was smacking up Superman. You're nothing. If you needed, how they say, what's a jobber? A jobber is somebody in wrestling terms that helps the guy who they want to become the big guy to get over. That's how they were treating Superman. Now, I don't understand. Yes, super soap operas. So I don't understand if the WB understood that that Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman are the holy trilogy in all of superheroes. Those are the 3 untouchable superheroes. You treat them like gods. You protect them because you don't want to tarnish their reputation. Well, someone didn't get the memo, and they were treating Superman like a bitch over there in the CW world. They were just smacking him around. So because of that, I was like, I'm not interested in this Superman versus Lois. I'm not. First of all, Superman is probably the hardest character to write for. He's too overpowering. He's just a too overpowering superhero. Like there's no challenge for him. He has every superpower there is, and a fight with anybody would last probably seconds. But the beautiful thing about this show is that it first of all restores the faith that Superman is a badass dude, that he's the granddaddy, that he takes care of everything, and they actually allow him to be vulnerable, and his vulnerability is how to deal with life, because though he's Superman, he is a husband, he is a father. How do you live that balanced life? We all in this world have issues with trying to live a balanced life, and he has that issue, so he becomes relatable. And there, Pennyworth is an awesome show. If anyone has Epic, first season was awesome. I'm on season 2 now. I heard it's good. I gotta catch it. So I just found it amazing that the CW was able to catch Superman being a badass, still having issues, marrying them together and doing it well. Like it's on episode 5 and they haven't fucked up yet, and that is amazing. That CW has not wet the bed yet. I gotta put this. he he's fast with the comments. He's fast with his wit. I love him for this. He says, "Congrats on being the first person I've ever met that has empathy." Good job, CW. So, if you have not watched this Lois and Lane yet, Lois and Lane, Superman and Lois, I really think you should give it a watch. I really do. I cannot speak for any of the other properties. Do not see Batwoman. The Flash, they just recycle the same storyline over and over. The Flash hasn't been good to me since season 2. Arrow is done. Black Lightning, I've seen the first couple of episodes. I lost interest. That Stargirl, do I need to say anything else about that? Legends of Tomorrow, I saw the first couple of episodes. I lost interest. So there's that. Did you think that Supergirl trailer for next Tuesday? I did not, but I'm telling you the truth. I am not watching anything in Supergirl. Superman is mostly vulnerable to his emotions. That's why Injustice shows you how Superman could destroy the world when he loses his moral compass. This is true. I really think that they should do a movie on the Injustice, because that storyline is awesome. To imagine that. Imagine Superman. So DC gets a bad rap for their movies, but their animated films are some of the best films in general. It doesn't even have to be just animated. It's just some of the best films in general. And if you haven't seen Superman's the Red Sun, oh my God, it's so good. It's basically, what if Superman, was born in Russia? How would his life been different? And it's good. It's good, man. I will leave it at that because I don't want to go into the details, because I want you to see that movie. It's so good. Also, has anybody seen Brightburn? Brightburn is a movie that doesn't get enough praise. Basically, it's a ripoff of Superman. And the premise is, what if Superman was born and was evil instead of good? What would his life be like? So, it is great. The movie, I think it has a great premise. It could have been better, but it's still worth the watch. And it's from the brothers of James Gunn. So it's good. That's right, evil Superboy. Are you watching Invisible Friday? I am not. You're the second person that brought that up to me, that show. So I will watch it. It's new to me. Yeah, that's when you get too involved in that kind of stuff, you're here to sometimes you're there to watch the shows to escape, and when they push some agendas on you, unfortunately, that can take away from the film. The comics is amazing. I understand we're going through, but sometimes you want to, separate that. And and when they push it down your throat, it's awesome. J.K. Simmons plays Invincible. Oh man, now I gotta say, I love me some J.K. Simmons. You know, first of all, what was the movie with the drummer? I forgot what it was. He was nominated for an Oscar for that film. In the chat, if you know what it is, throw it in there. I forgot the name of that film. See, you guys are good. Whiplash. Yeah, buddy. He felt so weird to see him, and I know he was in that movie, but it was so weird to see him in Justice League with that hair, that mean toupee. You see, there goes my buddy. See, we're culture here. We watch all types of films. I'm a big movie buff. I watch anything. One of my favorite movies of all time is The Shining. One of the first films with full frontal nudity, by the way. What did you think of the Max series? I have never heard of it. Brad said he loves the Max. Yes, I love him as J. Jonah Jameson. I love him as that. I love him. So yeah, I'm a big movie buff. The Godfather, all that jazz, baby, all that jazz. What's your What is it? I have dreamt about 3D printed Max characters. I gotta watch this. Now I gotta watch this because all this talk about the Max. All this talk about the Max, baby. So, this is a topic that we gotta talk about. So, Black Widow has been pushed out to July, and on top of that, they're going to be on the first day of release. You can either go to the theater or it's going to be on Disney Plus. However, you have to have a subscription for Disney Plus, and on top of that, it's a premium, basically like pay-per-view. It's going to cost $30 to watch. So not only do you need a subscription, you need to pay $30 to watch it. Do you think that's too much money? First off, and do you really want to experience that on your television, or would you rather go to the theater and watch it? I've only seen the trailer for Snowpiercer. I haven't watched any of it. Hell yeah, it's too much. $30, that's a lot of money. Like, I can understand for a person who's a family of 4, like, it would be me, my wife, my 2 kids. I'd be spending that kind of money if I went to the theater. But if I'm a single person, I'm not paying no $30 to watch that shit at home. Listen, I am probably going to put a mask on and pretend like I'm going to work so my wife doesn't know. And she's probably going to see the replay of this, so I'm telling her myself. But I'm going to sneak to the theater and watch it by myself. I have a AMC stub card, A-list, so I see all the movies for, my $20 for the month, and I'll catch as many films as I want. But yeah, I'm not paying no $30. And plus, I got a Fire Stick, so I could I'll watch it for free. Wink, wink. So the Max, let me know where is that at? Is that on is that on Amazon Prime? Is that on Hulu? Let me know where that's at. Tell me in the chat so I can add it. I think so too. I think that Feige knows that it probably is not going to do so well, but he also knows that he has to get this film out because it's tied to other stories, like um, probably what you call it, um, Doctor Doctor Strange and other films. So they probably have to get that movie out so they don't tie up their universe. That's the issue about having a cinematic universe. They're all tied together, so it's a domino, and if one domino doesn't fall, that can mess up the whole thing. Campbell agrees with you, as he should, because you're right. What? So yeah, I think $30 is asking a lot. I I would probably it would be palatable for $20. I know that's $10, but that's still 33% less. That's just a lot of money to ask for. Yes, it did. WandaVision was kind of a bust. Camo, I'm gonna have to call you out on that one. I don't believe so. First of all, WandaVision was in the zeitgeist of the community. Like you couldn't get online and it wasn't talking about it. It was everywhere, and they did a beautiful job of wanting us to know what's going to happen next week and what's going to happen next week and what's going to happen next week. It was rated number one show after week 3 or 4 out of all streaming services. So it was pretty up there, and it brought Disney tons of more subscribers. Um, so I don't necessarily agree with that one. I think WandaVision was a home run hit for them. Excuse me. Hey, buddy, just turned in. I'm late. Yeah, we talked about the tables earlier. We're just talking about some movie stuff right now. Okay, this is Retire Rider. He's the one that be busting my butt in his tournament. I told everybody to come join his tournament over in the Legends Pinball page, and it's fun. It's fun. Excuse me, guys. So I I find it amazing that show. It was a slow burn, but I liked it after I stuck with it. Yeah. So like I would say, those first 2 episodes was some even the first 3 episodes, the last minute of it was but it needed to be that way so it could give you that impact of what happens at the start of episode 4 and the end of episode 3. I think it was such a good film. It was such a, I mean, good film. It was such a good show. Um, they really put pressure on Winter Soldier to perform. Like if you're getting this good of a quality from WandaVision, you got to step your game up, Winter Soldier and Falcon and Winter Soldier, and I think they did. Yeah, no. The first 2 episodes, man, I was like, what the am I watching? Um, I really was gonna turn it off. I was like, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna watch this. I don't think this is for me. My issue was Agnes Harkness was a bust of a big bad, and we got trolled for no reasons on Quicksilver. This is true. I like, I think the Quicksilver thing was a nod to the audience, like, yeah, look what we got. So I agree with that. Also, like the whole astrophysics, I think she said. Everybody thought that was going to be either Richards or could it be Captain Marvel? So they led us to believe that that was going to be a bigger thing. It wasn't. So yeah, I agree with that. But other than those slip ups, to me, I think it was really freaking good, man. It was really good. It showed that the acting chops that Elizabeth Olsen and Paul Bettany had, like, in these films, they haven't really had a time to shine because there was so many characters in the films that they didn't really get that quality screen time. But with the amount of time that they had in these shows and allowed them the characters to build on, and I think they did some excellent work to just lead you to now believe that how much work that these actors are really great. If you give them the proper scripts and something to work with, they can do pretty damn good. So, I was the same way from WandaVision. It was just too slow, but luckily people told me to stick it through and it would be better. It did. Man, like I said, like I'm a person that I just don't usually give up. There was only one film that I ever walked out of in the theater, and that's saying a lot because I literally I used to go to the movies at least once a week. So I've been to hundreds of films, and I do screenings as well. I used to anyway. I used to do tons of screenings, and the only one film that I walked out was, he said, Mystery Man. For me, it was Bewitched with what's my man's name? I forgot his name. I'm losing my mind. What's the guy from Step Brothers? Will Ferrell. Bewitched with Will Ferrell was a terrible movie. Terrible. I literally left, like, I think it was like 30 minutes into the film. And I said, God damn, this movie is disrespectful. Man, I even stood for that. Low Down Dirty Shame wasn't that bad. It had its moments. That movie was so bad, so bad. And with Will Ferrell, it's hit and miss. His comedy can be a little bit repetitious, slapstick. He's actually a really great actor when he plays serious roles. He's actually a great actor. He's kind of like Adam Sandler. Adam Sandler is such a great actor. Have you ever seen him in Punch Drunk Love or Rain on Me? You would be like, if that's Adam Sandler, you're freaking lying. He's a great actor. What is that? Gems? I forgot the name of the movie. Gems. That movie was great. Adam Sandler is such a great actor. He just makes really bad decisions because he just sees the check and he's like, yes, 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 yes. And you can't say yes to everything. He signed that deal with Netflix, and some of those movies were, but he's a really great Uncut Gems. Correct. There you go. But he's such a great actor, and so is Will Ferrell. When he plays a serious role, he can do it. That's my boy. I walked out on Adam Sandler. Like he just says yes to too many things. But this guy, Will Ferrell. Again, I told you, Bewitched was a terrible movie, but when he plays a serious role. I forgot the name of the film that I saw where he played an alcoholic whose life was, on a downfall. It was so good. It wasn't that good that I can't remember the name though. Grown-ups was great. The first one I will say was great. I cannot say that about the next two of those films there. Will Ferrell's best movie was Elf. That was really good. First of all, it's a hero. I don't know if you're joking or not, because that movie was terrible. Step Brothers was hilarious. Step Brothers is hilarious. Old School, hilarious. The Wedding Singer, hilarious. Even though he had a little small part in that, hilarious. Ron Burgundy, hilarious. Funny or Die, hilarious. Isn't he in The Wrong Guys with Mark Wahlberg? That shit was hilarious. Oh, wait a minute. I gotta go to this one. I must not have seen enough episodes on this because I've seen Earth Eastbound Down, whatever it is. I've seen that show. I haven't come across to an episode where he's in, but that show is hilarious. The Other Guys, yes, hilarious. When the dude was through the gun, hilarious. Or I think that movie, the other team was The Rock and somebody else. Water. I'm assuming that this is Waterboard. Get it, don't play that. Oh no. That's the movie where he plays what do you call it? He was going to jail, right? Is that the one that he pretends like he's going to jail? The Rock and Samuel Jackson. They were hilarious in that movie too, man. Oh man. Oh man. Get Hard. Yes. Kid don't play that. See, that was one of the movies of Kevin Hart that I love. That again, like I you guys know I said this before. Kevin Hart plays the same character over and over. I don't even think he's acting anymore. I just think that's him. He just reads the lines as he is. But between them two working together, they had great chemistry. They were freaking hilarious. Like even the scene where Kevin Hart is in the Fast and the Furious movie, and he's playing the air marshal. He's the same guy. He's not even acting. So, you know, I don't know. It's like, I forgot this guy's name. The Mexican dude that plays a thug in every movie. I'm gonna look him up. Give me a second. Give me a second. Let me look this up. Let me look this up. Not that one. He. Him. This. Wait a minute. Go back. I don't want. I had him. Okay. This guy right here. You look, my boy got him. My boy got him. UGC TV. I wasn't looking at the thing. There you go. This guy, he plays the same guy. He's the same guy in every movie. But I love him. I love to see him. When I see him in the film, I'm like, okay, it's cool. But he plays the same character in every film. Like there's certain people that just play the same guy. Also, like like if you need like a badass thug that's like a Mexican descent, they always play the guy from whatchamacallit. I don't he's not in Fast and the Furious. He's in I know he was in Training Day. The ball Mexican dude. He was in Training Day. He was in. Let me see. Let me look up Training Day. This guy. If you need a hardcore Mexican in your film, they usually cast this dude. It's like automatic. Giamanchi with The Rock. Yeah, I mean, the year that The Rock did Giamanchi, and he also did Rampage, you could not tell me that he wasn't on the same shoot. Like he was shooting the same day. The movie that I'm excited the most for in this year in 2021 is Marvel's Eternals, because that looks like a movie that Marvel probably would normally not do. That's too nerdy for Marvel. They try to stay in the main the popular stuff for us. And I think that is that. Or option 2, Quiet Place 2. Dude, first of all, I don't know if everybody hasn't seen that, but Quiet Place, the first Quiet Place, I thought that should have won Best Movie of the Year. First of all, it's the most original film. It is just a great movie in general. Like, it's hard to come out with a movie and be original today. Everything is a remake. Everything is a remake. But they were able to come out with a great original film, and there was basically no sound. And on top of that, the scene where she steps on that nail, that was some of the scariest shit to me. That was some of the scariest shit to me. That I felt that in that movie. I didn't I didn't want to eat my popcorn because I was making too much noise. So I think Quiet Place 2 I'm probably more excited about that movie than anything else. Now, when you guys are talking about Mission Impossible, what they I'm not Mission Impossible, the Bond movie. Who's replacing Bond? Let me look this up. Let me go back. Hmm. I don't know what you guys are talking about. I think the best thing about that movie, Camo, is that they're going to go deeper into why this happened and more of the involvement of the aliens. Um, Fun fact: the female actress, the girl, the young girl, she is really deaf, and she wasn't an actor. So that's cool. That's awesome. You know, that's how you get authenticity in your films. The kind of and then that was John Krasinski's first attempt to acting. Me, no way. 007, not I. So, by the way, I'm gonna tell you an unpopular thing here online. This year that Training Day won and Denzel Washington won for Actor of the Year that year, he shouldn't have won it. That was a makeup because he should have won the year before when he was in Hurricane. If nobody's seen that movie, Hurricane is an awesome movie. I can't wait to see the new Top Gun. I'm going to see it, but I think it's like 20 years too late. I don't think that was 20 because that year Training Day, I think that Russell Crowe should have won for Cinderella Man, and the year that Denzel didn't win for Hurricane, Russell Crowe won for Beautiful Mind, and Beautiful Mind was it was good, but I don't think he should have won the Oscar for that. I think Denzel's thing was better. So there's that. So guys, we have again one more day for the tournament. It expires tomorrow at 12 a.m. and that's when I'm going to start the next table at 12 a.m. So keep an eye out on that. Um, keep an eye out for my review of the Atari joystick, big boy. So there's that. And don't forget our show this coming Friday, another retro after party. Just barely past Concert Rest. Guys, I'm going to get on this game tonight. After we finish this stream, I'm going to get on there tonight. I'm going to blow all y'all away. All of y'all. I'm not ending. I'm not going to be in the 22nd spot. I don't like that. So, please join us on Friday. Right after the Super Gaming Dudes. Give or take a few minutes or so. Hopefully we have a special guest on there. It was cool that D-Love came in and we had Jay from the group on there, so it was cool. So we will do it again this Friday, guys. As always, thank you for stopping by. Appreciate the love. Deuces. That's a wrap. Thank you, guys. I'll see you on the next one.